Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I can't believe that it's Tuesday already. Just gonna throw that out there. So Tuesday. Yeah. So yesterday, after we got done with our live, I guess I should back up. Good morning. Welcome to the live stream. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Lena, and I'm on spring break. I am a special education para in Kansas, and I'm again on spring break. So yesterday after the live, I kind of bummed around a little bit. Just enjoyed my morning. And I read, I watched, I finished catching up on the Tournament of Champions on Food Network. And I just I took a nap. If you saw my picture, it showed Peaches loves our new fluff tortilla blanket, and to be quite honest, Sam and I love our new fluff tortilla blanket as well. It is so comfortable, so soft, and so warm. My hair is not doing what I want it to today. So I went to bed with it wet, and that's probably the number one issue that it's having this morning. We So during the course of the day, I worked on housework and whatnot, caught up on some videos, that kind of thing. And it was such a nice evening last night. Sam and I decided to grill out for dinner. And so I did Sam kind of hung out with me, helped me supervise the fire. And then I did a majority of the cooking. So I completely smelled like charcoal smoke. So I'm like, I need to shower before I go to bed. So I did, and then went to bed with my hair wet. So for breakfast today, I'm trying something new. I got these at Sam's Club because they reminded me a lot of Starbucks. And once again, I'm having my morning coffee out of my Nespresso. Very good. So I'll be doing a separate video for these because I'll do them again, but I'm going to try them with you guys today. Not bad. It's the brand is called Three Bridges, and it's got sausage, egg, and cheese. And they're actually pretty good. You nuke them in the microwave for, it said 90 seconds, but I didn't think they were quite warm enough, so I did an additional 40 seconds, and then they're perfect. Very good. I wasn't quite sure because you guys know that I smell everything. So they are quite good, and definitely something that I can pop in the microwave while I'm getting ready for work during a regular work week and eat it real quick. It takes longer than like 3 minutes to cook breakfast. So definitely would work for a good school breakfast. If you have kids that live in the dorm and they can't cook, but they can microwave like I could when I was a freshman, these would be great because they just pop them in their little dorm fridge and they're good to go. Because I know that I was hungry before a couple of my morning classes in college because I went to Oklahoma Christian, which is down in Edmond, and I was in an all-women's Bible class. It was taught by one of the visiting professors from Ireland. and she was amazing. I loved her to pieces. And our final, we did a report towards the end of the semester, which ended up counting as our final. But the day of our final, we had a proper English tea at her house. Like, we all just met her at her house that day. It was so much fun. But I remember because this class was at like 6:30 in the morning. Number one, the fact that there was a group, it was mostly freshmen that were in this Bible class, I think because we didn't know better, then to realize that we could schedule every class after 12 o'clock and we didn't have to go to class from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. But the first day, everyone's up, and I think it was more of like a first day thing because it was like the first day of classes that day. And we were up and dressed and makeup on and, looking nice. And so we had a block schedule: Monday, Wednesday classes, Tuesday, Thursday classes, and then everything on Fridays, which wasn't a big deal for me because that's how high school was. So it was nothing new. The second day of class, so on Tuesday, no one had makeup on. Half of us were in pajamas and robes. We learned 4 days into college, 6:30 class is not worth getting up any before 4 a.m. or before 6 a.m. So, good times. Good memory. So, I see we have 2 people hanging out with us in chat. Thank you so much for hanging out this morning. I did send Christy the link, but she will probably be on a little later, like normal. Just a reminder that tonight is Travel Talk, and it will be here on my channel. And we're going to be talking about preparing for vacation. I don't like how my hair is doing today, and it's because it's still wet. It's still very wet. It's a good thing that it's spring. If I had done this in the winter, and if it had been longer and thicker, it's still pretty thick. But if it had been what it was before I got it cut, I probably would have caught pneumonia. See if I can pull. I told her to leave it so that I could pull it up into a quick small ponytail for work. I think that'll work. What can I say except you're welcome? Good morning, dear. My hair. So, Travel Talk is tonight with Christy, and we'll be talking about preparing for vacation and preparing for vacation in ways that you may not have thought about. So make sure to come back and hang out with us here for Travel Talk. I'm going to set that aside for now. So I woke up this morning because after Sam went back to work, I did go back to sleep. I mean, who couldn't in this warm, fluffy blanket with the fan on, of course. So I woke back up and I went, man, today's Tuesday. I only have 3 days left of spring break, not including the weekend. But on the other side of that, I was like, oh, I hope my kids are having a good spring break. And by my kids, I mean my students. You don't realize how much of an impact you're having on students until something like last Thursday happens. I was in to talk to one of my SPED students in the gen ed classroom. And I said, have a good spring break. I'll see you when we get back. And one of the gen ed students goes, Mrs. Hall, you're not going to be here tomorrow? And I said, no, remember, I'm taking tomorrow off. I'll have a sub, but it's my mom, so it's fine. You guys will be fine. And she goes, no, and throws her arms around me and goes, I'm going to really miss you, Mrs. Hall. Okay, I'm sorry, but we'll see you when we get back. And it just got me to thinking, like, even though I don't work with her directly on a day-to-day basis, I do help her out and talk with her, and because I work the lunch shift, I see her at lunch, and I mark her reading book. One of the fifth grade teachers has found that it's easier to set a goal of 2 chapters at a time and have a sticky note to get there, than look at a book as a whole, because it can freak kids out, especially if they're not used to reading thicker books. Don't look at how big the book is. Just look for the next sticky note. So she'll get a book and go, Mrs. Hall, would you put stickies in every 2 chapters? Sure. But for her to be so sad that she wasn't going to see me that next day, I was like, it'll be okay. But it really makes you realize how much of an impact you have on a day-to-day basis, even something you don't realize it. So I'm gonna miss them all next year. I am. They're April is testing month, but then May is like the final. May 1 is the final countdown. We get out May 25th, which is a half day. But then we'll have 5, 10, 15, 17 and a half days school. But one of those days is 5th grade goes over to the middle school and tours. So that's 16 and a half. We have a field trip. That's 15 and a half. I will be gone with the SPED students for a couple of extra times to go over to the school. That's 13 and a half. I may be on a field trip with 1st grade. That's 12 and a half. You start thinking, man, you don't really have that much longer to be with students. The school year just flies by. This year has been, I don't know which has been harder, last year or this year, and for completely different reasons. Last year was the ever-continuing saga of pull your mask over your nose, keep your mask over your nose. Your nose is very cute, but I don't want to see it. Put your mask on, put your mask on, put your mask on. Then dealing with having some of the kids in the classroom remotely. So you're hoping that Zoom doesn't crap out. So last year had its own struggles. This year, it seems like there's still struggles, but they're new ones. The 5th graders are struggling with being the oldest, I think. Doesn't matter if your elementary is K5, K6, some elementaries are K7. I know one of my friends' elementary is K7. They still consider it junior high, and that's 8 and 9. And then high school is 10, 12. So it doesn't, and I don't think it even matters if it's, let's go 5th, 8th, and 12th. because those are the highest in each level for our school. You're the oldest. You're the cool kid. You're the one that everyone looks up to. And you've only got it for a year before you're the low man on the totem pole again. And I keep warning some of my fifth graders. And I'm like, and when I say my fifth graders, I mean all of them as a whole, all three classrooms of them. They are all mine. I'm like, guys, you don't understand. You can't do this in middle school. And they just kind of look at me and go on. I'm like, you know what? I am so tired of telling you the same thing over and over again. Fine. I'm not saying a word about it. But then when they get to middle school next year, I hope that they, at some point, they may go, you know, Mrs. Hall warned us about this. Mrs. Hall said that this behavior was going to get us in trouble. They probably won't. But at least I can say that I tried, you know. But let's see. I have 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not counting today, if anyone wondered. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. I had literally 50 and a half days of this school year left. And that's not including weekends. If I had included weekends, it would have been much easier to count. So, less than 2 months. And like I said, in between there's state testing, there's field trips, there's all kinds of other things that go on. There's Starbase, our last Starbase, the end of the month. School picture day, and that always throws the schedule into a whirly because you never know when your class is going to get called. So, last year I didn't get to do spring pictures because middle school doesn't do spring pictures, and I was at the middle school in the morning. So I'll actually be in a class picture this year because I'm the classroom para. So it's kind of weird because you look back at some of your, you know, I don't know if you have them, but I still have mine. Your class picture, they do it in the spring here. And you're like, oh my gosh, how little we were. Or, oh my gosh, I remember this person. They moved like right over the summer. And then you wonder about them. I wonder about my friends from college. You know, I still have some of them on Facebook. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't look like, I just kind of scroll through Facebook feed. I comment. But, like, do you remember everyone who's on your Facebook? I don't. Like, I still have some people from college on there. But, I go, do they ever wonder who I am? Or, like, if people are like me and go back and look at their memories, like, everything that you posted on that day, since you had Facebook. And I'll see something with a friend from college or a friend that I had when Sam was in the Army that we may not be on Facebook together anymore for whatever reason. I'll go, I wonder if they look at that and go, who is that? Or do they go, oh, yeah, I remember her. I hope she's doing well. You know what I mean? Some of the things that you think about as you're getting older Well, Sam was talking, Sam and I are always arguing about whose turn it is to pick something for dinner when we eat out. Because otherwise it could consist of 3 hours of, I don't know, what do you want? I don't know, what do you want? Wanting the other person to make a decision because you seriously have no idea. And you're like, I will find something, just pick somewhere. So Sam messages me yesterday and goes, I know where I want to eat in 2039. 2039? He wants to eat in the restaurant of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. And I'm 2039. Will we even be alive then? And he just went, yeah. And I'm like, oh, like how old will we be? And I think he said we'll be in our 50s or something. And I'm like, are we really going to be in our 50s? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to be old. I have not accepted my age with grace and dignity like some people have. I still hold to the fact that I'm 29. I don't know why. I think it's just I'm one of those people that did not hit 30, and I definitely did not celebrate turning 30. I mean, I had a party with some friends, but it's one of those things where you don't accept it very well. But, so goes life, and you can't stop it. You can't make it slow down, and it is what it is sometimes. I'm checking out something real quick because I want to make sure that I actually posted that we are having Coffee Corner on my community tab. Nope, I did not. Okay, so let's get that done real quick. I literally got up at 6:30 this morning. So I literally was running around trying to get out of my pajamas into some clothes, make coffee, make my breakfast, and I did not post that we had Coffee Corner going on. So now I've got to get that going on Instagram, on the gram. Got to post it on the gram. Bonk. Next, we are live. Okay, that's all done now. So, turn off my banner because I'm not talking about that right now. Do you ever wonder and I just lost my train of thought. Do you ever wonder why Lena loses her train of thought? Yeah, I do too. So I lost. I don't know. My brain just went turn off. Click. It has decided that I don't need to think this morning, which is fine. I mean, that means I'll just go back to bed. Oh. So last night, Sam and I were outside, and we were grilling dinner, and we had picked up some steaks and pork chops from Sam's Club. It was a really good deal. They had a package of 8 pork chops for $8, and they were $1 a piece. And Sam and I are like, okay, that's fine. That's good. Dividing it out, that's $2 per meal, which is $1 per pork chop. Fine. We're thinking the pork chops are going to be yay thick. No. They are a good 2-inch thick pork chop that I'm putting on a charcoal grill. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to leave these stupid things alone. I've got them on the fire, and I'm going to concentrate on my steaks. Now, I kind of got concerned at one point that my fire had went out, because unlike hamburgers, with a gas grill, the it just has fire. It just cooks. With a charcoal grill, it needs something to keep it going almost. If you're cooking hamburgers, the grease is continuously dripping down and help keeping that fire ignited and the flames going. We didn't have anything like that with our chart. We weren't cooking hamburgers. We were cooking steaks. Steaks don't have a lot of grease. It's the way they're processed. So I was like, I kept flipping everything, not like continuously flipping. So I was very concerned, and I'm still a little worried. We're going to warm them up in the oven tonight, because we cooked the pork chops for tonight. But I think they got done, because I just left them alone and I let them cook, and they crusted real nice on both sides, and it had flat surfaces. So once it was like probably 10 minutes before I took them off the grill, I sat them on their edge, and so now both of the side edges have this nice crusty crust on them, and there's something about cooking on charcoal that tastes so much better than a gas grill. Sam and I are needing to get a new grill, because we want to be able to do things like chicken and that kind of thing. And that chicken is just very hard to do on a charcoal grill, because the wind pops out just right and it puts out your flame. But we're not quite sure what we want to get. We've talked about just like a little 2-burner gas propane grill. But we've also looked at like the Blackstone, which is like the griddle surface, and we've looked at the off-brand of it as well, like the one that I think of it a second, the Sam's Club version. We just don't know what we want to get yet. And we have some time to think, because it's only March, and right now, like, the cool days still outnumber the warm days. But it is really nice to be able to go, hey, let's grill some hamburgers, and just go outside and sit by like we did yesterday. Go outside, sit by the fire, grill up some hamburgers and hot dogs, and have dinner for a couple nights. Especially during the school year, when I don't have to, I know, okay, we're just warming up burgers. And you can warm them up. Like I don't mind eating a cold hamburger. I don't mind eating my dinner cold anyway. But you can reheat them. You just like dampen a paper towel and put them in the microwave for like 30 seconds, and it'll kind of help re-moisten your burgers. And so that's always nice, because a grilled hamburger on charcoal tastes so good. Now, I'm not saying that if we get a different grill, we're getting rid of this one, because we do like the taste of charcoal burgers. But like I say, when we want to do something more, like if we'd had a gas grill last night, the pork chops wouldn't have been a problem at all. We would have probably left the steaks on the charcoal, and Sam would have fired up the gas grill when we realized how thick they were. And yes, I know we had the option of taking and splitting the pork chop in half, but we're like, no, we'll just go ahead and go with it this time. And hopefully we made the right decision. So, but we're just still kind of like trying to figure it out. So if anyone has any recommendations, feel free to leave them in the chat. Or if you're watching in the replay, feel free to leave us recommendations in the comment section. Like when we go to Walmart and we look at the grilling stuff, I'm always amazed at all of the like accessories that you can buy that go with like a Blackstone grill. And so I almost was like, should I just get Sam a Blackstone for just buy him an inexpensive Blackstone? But then I'm like, I don't think that's what Sam wants. I don't know. So it's one of those where we go back and forth. Oh, the coffee shop is open today. I have to stay out of the coffee shop in town. Simply for the fact that their baked goods are so good. And I can't. It's like setting me in front of chocolate cake. Yum. Here we go. Let's eat. Oh, that's cool. I was answering something on Facebook and I scrolled down and one of the churches in town, they didn't do it last year. They didn't do their barbecue dinner and they didn't do their Thanksgiving dinner. They're doing their annual fundraiser barbecue roast. Yay. That's exciting because things are starting to come back. Like right now, and I think through Monday, I think it said that the board meeting was on the 21st. So next Monday or Tuesday, I'll know. Right now on the bus, we still have to wear a mask, but we don't have to wear it in school. Transportation came down and said that buses are not required, or masks are not required on the bus anymore. But because ours was a different, we have to wait till our board meets for the district, and then they will make the decision if we're getting rid of masks on the bus. Hillsborough already has. There's a couple that have, and there's I want to say, okay, hold on, I'm thinking. 1, 2, 3. I want to say 2 districts have made the decision to get rid of them on the bus. 1 district made the decision to leave them through the end of the school year for the bus, and 2 schools hadn't decided on it yet. And our school is one that hadn't decided on it yet because they needed to have a board meeting. I am hoping that we do not have to wear them anymore because it's really hard. It's hard, especially we're getting into the warmer months again. And I remember what it was like on the bus in August, September. You were dying. Good morning, Paul Vines. Welcome in. Especially when 3:30 at the heat of the day, when you're getting on a bus that's been out in the heat all day, you're going, I can't breathe. But so I'm hoping for the sake of being able to breathe on the bus that they drop the masks for the bus, because we haven't had masks in school unless we went over 5% of positive cases. Now, obviously, it'll probably be like at school where it'll be up to you if you want to wear it, but we're not going to be enforcing it. Just have to wait and see what happens after the board meeting next week. My housework is going pretty well. I spent part of yesterday kind of cleaning up in our room, making sure that the bed was all straightened up, and moving the mattress and making sure to get stuff that's fallen down alongside the bed and that kind of thing. Cleaning up my dresser, Sam's dresser. Didn't take a whole long period of time, but it was one of the things that needed to get done. And I'm feeling good about everything that I'm getting done. And going back to grill, because I know it was on my list yesterday. I did, Sam, while I was working with the meat on the grill, Sam took care of like packaging the steaks into freezer bags and the pork chops and whatnot into the freezer bags. I don't like touching raw meat. It weirds me out. And so Sam usually takes care of that for me. And he just took it straight back to our deep freeze. And so that's all done. I need to clean up the refrigerator, but I can't do that until tomorrow because with all of the last week we forgot to put our dumpsters out and we only get two, and they claim that they're bigger than the old ones that we had were. I don't buy it because I could fit a lot more in that old dumpster than I could this one. So we ended up asking for a second one. I still say that the two combined aren't as big as our old dumpster was. They say that they say that one is the equivalent to, and I'm like, maybe it's it may like be the shape that it is, but it to me it doesn't hold as much. But so we ended up forgetting to put our trash out last week. So I can't. I've with the cleaning that I've done the past couple of days, I finished filling the two dumpsters, and those will go out by the curb tonight. So tomorrow I will get to start because I've been putting off the kitchen, like other than working on dishes and that kind of thing, but like the deep cleaning like I've done here in the living room and in our bedroom, I can't do until after the trash is out so I can get the refrigerator finished cleaning out. Like I said, I'm feeling really good and really positive because Sam already got his room cleaned up and whatnot. So I'm down to a little bit left in the living room. Today is laundry day. So about 9:30, my dad will be picking me up so I can go over there and work on laundry. And then tomorrow will be in the kitchen. Thursday will be laundry again because they could only hang so much up before it won't dry. And they don't have a dryer. It's just a clothesline. And so I'm going to go back to mom and dad's on Thursday and do laundry again. And then Friday will be kind of, okay, put the laundry away that's clean, and one of the things I need to do in the bedroom as well, because the dresser drawers kind of became a catch-all. I need to pull out everything that's kind of been shoved into the dresser drawers and get it put where it needs to be instead of just being put in a drawer to get it out of the way. That needs to be done so that I can put clean laundry away. And like literally things are coming together. I mean, I've got like my desk on like this side of my computer has kind of become kind of junky, and I need to get that cleaned up. Some of it, however, is my makeup for magical makeup nights, and I need to get another tower so that I can put that away, and that will take up remove like a third of what's sitting on my desk. So that will be helpful. And then just kind of get this straightened up. And if I keep working on it and I just make sure to keep it up, which I think that's the hardest part for me. Give me a deadline and I become this cleaning machine. Go, hey, why don't you go clean up just that corner? But I don't want to. I can't do it. Case in point, last year when we were waiting to find out if we were going on that Royal Caribbean cruise. And I had tons of nervous, anxious energy. I literally cleaned the house top to bottom. We applied for it Monday. And so Tuesday and Wednesday, I spent literally all day cleaning the house those 2 days. simply because I had so much anxious energy. Were we going? Were we not? Would we be able to find out in time? And if you haven't seen those videos, I will put the link in the chat. I'll grab it real quick. Let's see. I want to go to my channel. And I want to go to playlists. Nope, it's on here. Here it is. There is the link. If you decide to do that professionally, let me know. I will never be a professional cleaner. I have told Sam we were looking at a couple houses, and I looked at him and I went no to one of them. And I go, that house is humongous, and I will never be able to keep up with cleaning it. And he goes, well, maybe we could hire a maid. And I'm like, great, let's hire one now. And we have talked about it a couple times that Sam's offered, well, do you want me to have someone come in and clean the house? But I would be one of those people that you see on TikTok that would be frantically cleaning the house the day before so that like this person wouldn't like know like what a disaster my house looks like on a daily basis. I would be that person 100%. So it would just, I think, stress me out more to have someone come in and clean my house. Because like I said, I'm that person. I will raise my hand and say, my name is Lena. I hate cleaning my house. I avoid it at all costs. And then it takes me forever to get it back to where I want it because it's gotten so bad that it makes me anxious to work on it. That would be me. It fills me with anxiety to get started. But once I can get started, like it's fine. And that's how I've been that way ever since I can remember. Like mom would go pick up your room. And I'm like, I can't. It was so messy. And there'd be like a path from the door to my bed. And mom asked me, she's like, what happens if you fall in the middle of the night? I'm like, Mom, no one's going to fall in the middle of the night. I know where I'm not going to fall in the middle of the night. I know where everything's at. It's a booby trap. Someone can't break in and get me. They're going to fall over the stuff in my room. It got one time, and I can't believe I'm admitting to this. My mom was just done. She had told me to clean my room a couple times, and I'd pushed it off. She took almost everything out of my room, and I had to earn it all back. You would think that would have helped, but it actually gave me more anxiety. It gave me anxiety as an adult that, oh my gosh, if I don't clean up the house, Sam's going to start like hiding things. So trauma happened from that. And I really do try. During the summer, it's a lot better, I think. Sam may not agree. He may be like, no, it's not. Because I have more time. And I just need to budget my time better. Sun's starting to come up. And it's a pink sun. Yesterday, it was this kind of zigzag blues and purples. And today, it's just red. So that's going to be a bright sunshine that pops up over those trees in a little bit. I'm going to be blind. But that's okay. I've got my sunglasses over here to help me out. But I've tried everything. I've tried Fly Lady, which like she starts you out like, here, just clean your sink. Get any dishes that are in your sink done and clean your sink. And that's all you need to do today. Then tomorrow you're going to do the same thing. You're going to clean the sink and any dishes that are in it and another spot. Like it literally walks you through it. Nope, it gave me anxiety. It really did. It gave me anxiety. But no, on the flip side of that, knowing, okay, if I have if I get this done, if I get X done, when it comes to, because I may have mentioned it yesterday, I don't know, but our last day of school is the 25th, and it's a half day. Then on the 26th, I will have my first full day at home. But on the 27th, we leave for a trip. Oh, yeah, very much so. And Sam's very OCD. And God bless the man, because God had to have sent him extra patience to deal with me, because he doesn't say a word about it. Like, I was in the middle of I was cleaning yesterday, and he was on his, I think I'd been cleaning for like an hour and a half. And like, I broke a sweat. And I was like talking to him on his break, and I was like completely red and breathing heavy, like, because I was bending up and down and whatnot. And he's like, you're done. You're done. I'm like, no, I've got this. Like, no, you're done. You're not killing yourself over cleaning the house. So, God gave Sam extra patience to deal with me and my disorganizational mess. But here's the thing. I'm very organized at school. So I guess if I have to be organized, it's good that I'm organized at work. I'm starting to see the sun kind of peeking up a little bit. Oh, it's bright. It is orange, and it is going to be sunny in here. And it's a typical, good morning, Randy, welcome in. So my hope, and I guess I shouldn't say hope, I'm going to say goal. So I'm going to make it a goal. Because here's kind of what it looks like right now. Like I said, pretty much right after the end of school is Memorial Day weekend. So we'll be out of town for a couple nights. And then Sam's obviously off the 30th for Memorial Day. Mom and Dad may want to cook out. They may not. I don't know. But then as we get into June, we leave on the 30th for vacation. I have 29 days to pull everything together that we need. Make sure it's all freshly washed and laundered. Get everything packed. Get the house ready to. There's not a lot of time. If you think about 30 days. Now you may be going, Lena, 30 days, you've got a month. That's fine. Yes and no. We leave the 30th when Sam gets off work, and we'll get down to the city, Oklahoma City. We call it, in my family, we just call it the city, and we know what we're talking about. Excuse me. So we'll drive down to Oklahoma City. Sam will be off Sam will either be off between 3:30 and 4:30. And I know that sometimes Sam works late, like the day before we go on vacation. And since we're just driving to Oklahoma City, we're not trying to get to a hotel or something that night. Well, we are, but Oklahoma City is about 3 hours away. So even leaving at 5 o'clock puts us down there at 8 and have a late dinner. But then the first, we have all day drive into Texas. And I'm so excited. We're going to stop at a Becky's. It will be my first time going to a Becky's, and I'm very excited. We're going to make a stop at the coffee boutique, because if you didn't know, I got an espresso, and you can't see me, but I'm It's right here. It's in that little corner. And there's an espresso store in Houston, Austin, and Dallas. And so we'll either stop in Dallas or in Houston, depending on timing. The Nespresso Boutique is literally an hour from our hotel in Texas City. So worst case scenario, we may, because we're staying in Texas City because it's cheaper than staying in Houston or in Galveston Island. And it's like a 20-minute drive from our hotel to the port. So we have all pretty much, hey, there she is. We have like a couple days to fill before we leave on our cruise. So we can always drive and backtrack and go back to the coffee boutique. How are you doing?
Tired.
I'm sorry. What are you having for breakfast today?
Yogurt again. Grocery days today.
These little egg bite things are actually really good.
Did you get the ones from Starbucks or?
No, these are from Sam's.
Oh.
They're Three Bridges company, and it's sausage, cheese, and egg. And Randy says he loves Buc-ee's. Like, we had every intention to stop at the big Buc-ee's in Florida on our way back. But if you remember, we had that fiasco with the cruise where they charged us and then charged us again, which is something I guess they do. So we didn't stop because I was having massive panic attacks. But Buc-ee's originated down in Texas. So we're going to a Buc-ee's this summer, and I'm very excited about it. So I will ask the chat and Christy, do I video Buc-ee's or do I live stream Buc-ee's?
What is Buc-ee's?
It's a gas station, but it's the size of Walmart. I'm pulling it up. Share my screen real quick. It's like a truck stop, but it's for cars. Here, this is inside of one. It's got a beef jerky bar. This is like an aerial view. It's like it's a Walmart. This is just the car wash.
So it's like
a gas station on steroids.
So it's like one of those gas stations that you find on toll roads.
Yeah.
That has everything.
Yes. Here's another. It's got like this little beaver guy is the logo. And they've got like photo ops and all kinds of stuff inside of it. They've got clothes. They've got food. They've got, I mean, you name it, it's inside it. It's like a Walmart, but it's a gas station. But trucks can't, like, semi-trucks aren't allowed to stop. It's only cars. So I'm super excited. Very excited. I know. We are to be excited.
I just know of like the really large gas stations like that on toll roads. Like there's a bunch from Pennsylvania to New York because you're on a toll road. And they're always exit to the left instead of to the right because you have to have access to, like, they don't want you to get off the highway because if you get off the highway, they have to charge you. So they put a gas station in between both lanes to where you can access it from either direction.
Randy says it's a destination. And he says, you have one in Calhoun, Georgia, Chrissy. You probably passed it on the way to Florida.
Maybe.
And he says it's way better than a toll road place. He says he loves their merch. And he says he votes video it instead of live stream. Okay. Sounds good to me.
I think the only reason the live streaming is if you're live streaming your entire trip like I did last time.
Oh, uh-huh.
Although I would be like, okay, I'm going to run in and go to the bathroom. I'm going to leave you guys sitting here in the dark in the car.
And then we're like, Christy, don't leave us. We're scared.
It was on somebody else's channel. We were live streaming. I think it was Sammy's. It wasn't mine.
Oh.
I think my daughter got me sick.
Oh no. Do you want to cancel travel talk tonight so you can rest?
Is it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I'll let you know. But hold on. I got to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Randy, I'll have to show that to Christy when she gets back because that's funny. So I had the sneezes this morning. And it's happened like both mornings. Maybe I'm allergic to the sun. Maybe I should just stay home. No, I think it's like allergies and stuff getting all like it. I'd had the door open yesterday when I was doing some of the cleaning. So like I know that when you're cleaning, like stuff gets in the air and then the air outside and whatnot. I don't know what I'm going to do next week, y'all, because I'm enjoying this sleeping in thing. By sleeping in, I stay up until 5:30, and then reading, and then go back to sleep for an hour. At the beginning of the school year, I was late. I was laying down until like 5:15. But I felt like I was having to rush around to finish getting ready. But in the summer, or spring summer time frame, I think it's easier to get up and around because, like, I don't know, it just seems easier to me. It's the winter that you're like, do I have to get out of bed? Do I have to get out of the blanket? Especially that we have our new blanket that we both like. Sam and I both are like, wow, we wish we had bought another one of these blankets because they are so comfortable and so soft. And I mean, it is just to like kind of hold it isn't the word I'm wanting. Maybe it's wrapping up that I'm thinking about. Like, because you're wrapped up in this blanket. And you don't want to not be wrapped up in this blanket. And if you've seen the TikTok, it talks about I am now a fluff tortilla. We call it our fluff tortilla blanket. And it's so comfortable and warm and cozy. Has anyone been to Houston and have recommendations of things that Sam and I could do for a day in Houston? Because I think we'll probably backtrack and spend a day in Houston. Because like I was saying before Christy popped on, pull up my thing here. We'll get in on the 1st, have dinner, get settled into our hotel. See, sun's coming up. I just got blinded. On the 1st, we have all day on the 2nd and all day on the 3rd to kind of kill time. So we could go spend a day in Houston. So if anyone has ideas for Houston,
Stop killing time. It didn't do anything to you.
Randy says, don't leave your live stream children unattended, Christy.
Oh, no.
So I've got to blow my nose real quick. I will leave my live stream children to you. Take care of them. Don't abandon them.
Don't abandon them? I don't know what to talk about. My kids got me all scratchy throat. It's not COVID. We tested her, and I haven't been anywhere. I have a song stuck in my head. I kind of wish it was Friday.
All right, see, I'm back. That didn't take long. Were they scary? Were they bad?
They were so bad. I gotta let this crazy dog in.
Which, Loki?
Yeah.
See? All right. Can hardly see my screen, but I'm not blind now, so we're good.
Luna's too small to let out there. Coyotes could get her. Well, there's two reasons. Coyotes could get her, and the second reason is the back fence. Well, this leads to the coyotes getting her. The back fence is a farm fence because there's a farm on the other side. So it's wired fence instead of solid fence, to where even Loki could get through it if he really wanted to, but he's a pretty big dog, so he probably won't. He has in the past, but he hasn't since the one time he did get through there. But coyotes can definitely get through there. So she's too small to let go out there by herself, or to even take her out there not on a leash, because she could run through there and then be gone forever, because on the other side of the fence is really tall hay.
Bye, Luna.
Bye.
So I am sorry that you're not feeling good.
I think she just gave me her funk.
How's she feeling?
She's in bed, and it's a school week.
Is she running a fever?
No fever whatsoever. She's just got a funk.
Poor thing.
And I'm pretty sure she gave me her funk. She says she's got a scratchy throat and a stuffy nose. And I've had a migraine for a week now. But my sinuses, and it's a sinus migraine, so it's here, not here. And now it's decided to start draining, and I'm like,
I feel ya.
my cousin just texted me and said he needs a favor.
Oh, boy. So I found, we're gonna go. I'm making an appointment to try it on. But I think I found the dress that I want to buy for formal night on the cruise. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
It's loading.
Speaking of that, if you want like tummy tucking swimsuits, a place called Venus online has them, and they have an array of sizes.
Okay.
I get actually my big really long black dress that I wear in my snow pictures a lot. You know,
Yeah.
that one came from Venus.
So this is I found it. It's on David's Bridal. It's actually considered a bridesmaid's dress, but I really liked how it looked. And this is the color that I'm going with. It's called Juniper.
Before you commit to $110, check Venus.
Okay. And then they do sell it in plus size, which is why I like it.
Yeah, Venus does too.
I looked at this blue one, but I want to also potentially be able to wear it to my cousin's wedding, but her colors are blue and cream, and I'm like, that may be too close to the bridal party. But then they had this navy blue that I thought was really pretty as well. So but I'm gonna make an appointment with David's Bridal to like try it on and see, because sometimes it'll look really good on here but won't look good on a person. So but I like, and I think I can't decide if it zips up or not. I think it's a hidden zipper right here. So it doesn't tell me either if it's a zip or not. So, but that is one that I'm going to go with for the cruise, and that way I also have my dress for my cousin's wedding.
So check out Venus. It's a really pretty dress. Check out Venus before you commit $100.
Yeah, I will. I will do that.
Like that black dress I have probably cost me, I want to say $50, $60.
Okay, that's not horrible at all.
I'm gonna go look at right now because it's kind of hit or miss with them. You find stuff you like, or you don't find anything you like.
Yeah, I get that.
And that dress I got when I was 200 pounds, so it's not as tight on me as it used to be. So they definitely carry plus sizes.
Good.
Yeah, plus size. Let's see. Dresses. Let's see what they got. Anything similar to that. What color did you say you liked?
Juniper. It's like a forest green.
This isn't green, but oh, good Lord, it's cute. I wish I could just, I'm going to pull it up on here. Ooh, I see a swimsuit I like. Okay, let's see. So I shared my screen.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so these are their plus size dresses. And they're all very reasonably priced. This is the one I was like, I really like. But that doesn't look like your formal dress that you were looking at.
Mm-hmm.
But it would definitely, like if you find something, I love that one. If you find something you like on here, I like this one too. It'll probably save you some money. If you don't, you don't. I like this one. I love anything that's drapey like that.
Okay.
They have like 10 pages of them. So they're not limited. They definitely have plenty to look through. That one's really pretty. And you can even filter it down more. Right now, I just have it filtered to plus size and dresses. Okay. You can filter it to formal or to casual or by length and everything like that. That one's really pretty too. But yeah, there's tons to look at. So before you commit your $100 to David's Bridal, check out Venus.
I'll do that. So all of my Joann's bags are still in the car. I haven't gotten them out yet. It's one of my goals for tonight, I think, is to get the car cleaned out of Joann's bags because I need to get stuff sorted and put away. Did I tell you about that?
What about Joann's?
Yes, Sunday when we were in there, they were giving away all of their Christmas stuff that didn't sell for free.
Really? Are they closing?
No, they just, half of their Christmas stuff had been on ships in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, nice.
And it just came in. So they were giving it away. I got $500 in ceramic pieces. Just in ceramics. So I got like 6 bags of stuff for school. So I'm going to, all of my kiddos that I work with this next year will end up with their own little ceramic for Christmas. I was very excited about that.
Sorry.
You're fine. Apparently, it's officially 5 days until spring.
Well, our time sprang forward over the weekend.
I know. I'm always really glad that they picked this week for spring break because then we don't have to deal with kids. I'm tired. Well, any more than normal.
My cousin's asking me to do his dining reservations for him at his 60-day mark because I'll be awake and he won't. He didn't book through me. I think they booked on their own.
I'd charge him a planning fee.
I am not going to charge my cousin a planning fee.
Okay, so
I'll book his dining for him. It's not a big deal.
I normally don't either, but last spring I had someone that I went to school with message me, and they're like, "Hey, we're looking at going to Disney. Can you do price quote for this?" Then like, "Can you do a price quote for that?" And so I sent them all the quotes that they wanted. And I waited a couple days and I just said, "Hey, just checking in to see about the quotes I sent you." She's like, "Yes, that was really helpful. And it didn't take us any time at all to go in and book our trip." And I went,
my aunt does that to me all the time.
Okay. Whatever. And so last fall, got a message where I said, "Hey, we're looking at going to Disney again. Would you be able to do some quotes for us?" I said, "Yeah, that'll be a $50 planning fee." And she goes, "What? I thought your services were free." And I'm like, "They are. But last time you took advantage of me and had me do all of the work for you. Here's the deal. If you book your trip, I'll take that $50 and apply it to your vacation. If you don't book a trip within 30 days, $50 becomes mine." She goes, "Fine. I guess we'll just have to do all the work ourselves." I'm like,
"Yeah.
Yes, you will." And I work with her stepmom. And I guess she had started to complain to her stepmom about it. And she's like, "You did what?" And she's like, well, I just figured it would take her less time than it would us. She goes, no, it took the same time that it would have taken you. Plus, you literally took money from her.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no. Yes, and she's like, I think she was a good thing that she charged you a planning fee. And I guess her and her stepdaughter don't get along anyway. But
that's like my aunt. She'll ask me for price quotes and stuff, and then I'll be like, I'll get back with her a couple days. She's like, oh yeah, I went ahead and booked blah blah blah. I'm like, I spent a whole week researching this information for you. Why didn't you book it through me?
Yeah, that's why I won't do it to everybody, but I'm worth more than that, especially like you are too, with our knowledge and everything. And I'm like, I don't think it's unfair to say, $50 if they book it, I'll apply it towards their trip. That's $50 that they've already paid. But just to use me to do the work so that they don't have to sit and do the same work, I don't think is fair.
Mm-mm.
So I wasn't gonna do that, but
He just wants me to book one dining reservation.
Well, that's not a big deal then.
He's only staying. He's going on a cruise and he's staying one night at Disney. So
is he going on a Disney cruise?
I don't know. He didn't book it through me.
Rude.
No, it's something he booked 2 years ago and was like pushed out because of COVID. So I'm booking.
Technically, it would have been a new reservation then. He probably had to rebook it.
He didn't. They just pushed it out. Did you see Jen and Tim Tracker's video for their cruise that they posted yesterday?
The first one, yeah. They're in the Royal Disney. I haven't finished watching it yet.
Oh my gosh. I did not realize they had rooms that I cannot even imagine how much that cost them. And who's Lynn? Is Lynn their nanny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I had heard them mention Lynn's name in the past, but they never said who she was.
I think they addressed it in a live stream.
Oh, okay.
I think because
Randy.
Yeah, I know. She's pricey over here. I think that between all of Tim's surgeries that he's had lately, they're trying for a second baby. I told Sam, I said, I think she's more of a bodyguard personally, because they've had a lot of issues. That was the reason that they moved in the first place.
Well, they moved because their neighbor.
Right. But then but that was only part of it. They also had, like, somebody figured out who they were and went to public records because your address is public record.
Well, I mean,
and they actually, they were driving
Google
by their
who
house.
he is and they'll say his last name. You can Google Tim and Jen Tracker and find their last name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they also found their address and was like, people were driving by their house and like stopping and like asking them for autographs, like at their house and stuff. So I wonder if she's also like a bodyguard for Jackson.
Maybe.
But yeah, Lynn is nanny / bodyguard, I think.
That's pretty awesome of them paying for her trip and giving her a nice room like that.
Well, that's what
nannies do, yeah.
Nanny. I don't know if she's a nanny or she's like an au pair. Because I think that she helps with like housework stuff too. Randy says he met them at Disney Springs when City Works opened. They was pleasant. Randy needs school. I was hoping to meet them on or to see them on our last trip, but that was not meant to be. When they were talking about their cruise, I thought that they were like going. I kind of thought they would be on the inaugural sailing for the Wish, but I guess the Wish hasn't went out yet. But when they kept talking about their upcoming cruise, I kind of thought they would be on the Wish.
All I gotta say is that place they're staying is nice.
Of course, it could be a front. You never really know. Yeah, you know, and I never met them, and so I have no place to judge them, you know.
I've heard many, many different things. I've never met them, so I can't either, but I've definitely heard a whole lot of different things.
I will say I enjoy their videos.
Mm-hmm.
And Jackson is hilarious and absolutely adorable. So
he's adorable.
And he is very well-mannered, at least on camera.
Yeah.
And with the way they shoot their films, I think that we would have, like... met Paigey Miss Tomorrow and seemed super enthused at Magic Kingdom and met the whole family adventures. That was probably the coolest. Can't afford the Christy Corner meet and greet.
Big grief.
Because if you didn't know, to meet up with Christy, it's $1,000.
Yeah.
It helps support her next trip.
I charge.
Then if you want an autograph, woo! I mean, then that's another extra couple $100. And it has to be her Christy Corner merch. It can't be just a regular t-shirt. There's going to be so many rumors flying out about you.
I haven't worn my merch in forever.
I don't have any merch.
I'm tired.
Did you sleep okay, or?
No, I was.
I better log into my Disney account before I lose my reservation.
No, I don't keep your login information. If you give it to me, I use it to do what you asked me to do, and then I forget it. I don't keep it. Same with your card. You've given me your card information multiple times. I don't keep any of it.
Be looking for some miscellaneous charges there, Randy. If you see makeup charging, I was like, oh, Chrissy is on card.
Like if he sends the information to me via text, I delete the text when I'm done. If he sends it through like Instagram chat, I delete the Instagram chat after I'm done. Mm-hmm. The hard part about that is if he's like if we've been in the like chatting in there, and then he referenced something he said earlier, and I just deleted it.
But you can ask him to unsend it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Christy probably spends less than the two gals at home.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know how much your family spends. It's payday. I know right now I've got to order some stuff from Ulta, but none of it is makeup. Well, I take that back. I have to get some Shape Tape, but all the rest of it is like hair vitamins and body scrub and stuff like that.
Don't you make your own body scrub?
Do
bath
I?
balls and stuff? I thought you did.
Bath balls, I can. I've made bath balls and bubble bars, but I don't usually. I do get my laundry detergent from this organic place that's local, and I need to buy some more of that too. But it costs about the same as Tide.
I have to be so careful with what I use because it makes Sam itch.
Me too. I can't use Tide.
Well, if I use Tide, I use Tide Free and Clear.
Good morning, Timothy.
Hey, Timothy, welcome in.
I will say I just spent like over $500 on groceries. I got to pick them up at noon.
Do you not go in the store?
No. I haven't gone in the store in like 4 years. I had the flu, bronchitis, and strep throat all at the same time 4 years ago. I was miserable.
No.
So I started doing online ordering.
Mm-hmm.
And I just go and wait in the car and wait for them, and they come and load it in my car. Back then it cost $5 to do it. Now it's free.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know in the store. I will today for just to grab a Disney gift card, because you can't do Disney gift cards online. I mean, you can, but you don't get the actual card. They just, you know how they do it for online stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. See, ours doesn't offer. I mean, I think they do, but that's very limited on what they will offer for grocery pickup.
For what? For grocery pickup?
Yeah, they're very limited on what they'll let you. Like, nothing can be on sale. It has to all be full price items. And
Oh, I get to sell items, and they even, like, when they walk up to your car window, they're like, "Do you have any coupons?"
wow.
And if they don't have it, and the good thing about it is, like, if you go in store, you can't get the stuff that they have online, but our grocery store has options to where you can get the online stuff and have it shipped to you. It's all one transaction. Although I will say their shipping takes forever, because I just got notification yesterday that they shipped an item that was on my order 2 weeks ago. But it wasn't like food. It wasn't perishables. It was stain out or something like that. Randy. I really don't feel good today. I just feel more.
So you don't look. Why don't we can postpone travel talk till next week, okay? That way you can rest, okay?
Okay.
Okay. There's no point in trying to do something if you don't feel good, honey.
I mean, I just don't feel good.
Well, I mean, that's the beauty of this one. It can kind of move around.
Yeah, I mean, I canceled magical makeup. What is this week's theme? I probably won't do it.
Let me look.
I just don't feel good.
It's better for you to rest and get to feeling better than to push yourself.
I don't even have a magical makeup theme for this week listed.
You might online, though.
Oh, that's
favorite villain.
But I already did that one. I did that one the week no one else was on but me.
And then next week you have Muppets, and then Grease, and Wizard of Oz. But those last two are like scheduled pretty far down the road. So there will not be a travel talk tonight so that Christy can get to feeling better. It's been rescheduled for next week.
Lay in the bed and watch Supernatural with Robbie.
There you go. Sounds like a good plan to me.
There wasn't anything on, and I was bored, and I was like, I guess I could rewatch Supernatural. I like looking at those guys. And Robbie was in the room, and he really got into the show, so now I'm watching it with him.
Randy asks, has anyone watched Turning Red yet? I have not, but I saw that Sean from hold on. I just blanked on what their channel name is. Mickey Sightings posted about it and said that he didn't really care for it. He posted a couple days ago, definitely not a fan of this movie. I watched it with my daughter and her friends who are 15, 13, and 11. None of them liked it. They felt the message was very inappropriate and would not watch it again. I actually had to talk them into watching the movie to begin with. Out of 5 stars, they rated it a 2. Hitchhiking Bones commented that they've heard similar reactions. And Mickey Sighting says there actually needs to be parental heads up. The 3 girls said that they would never watch it again. They were disappointed in the topic and overall message. So I take that, I guess, with what you will on that then.
Oh, I love this one.
Randy says, get well soon, Chrissy. You can't do $1,000 meet and greets while you're sick. And he will pass on the sickness. I've seen good and bad reviews about it. We'll probably watch it tonight or tomorrow.
Let's see. Size chart. Yep. Okay. I should have not come to Venus because now I found something I want. Oh, this is a really cute, simple black dress, and it's got pockets.
Pockets are always great.
I like it because it's got like a little diamonds section right here. It's like a little cutout.
Okay.
My favorite dress, though, is that black one I've got from here. I just like, I feel elegant but sexy when I put it on. Both. I don't know how, but I do. I guess because it's black and it's just kind of sleek. This one's pretty. Oh, that one is shorts underneath. It's like a jumper, but a dress. I hate those because you got to take the whole thing off just to use the bathroom.
Yeah. I'm trying to start working on what I've got some videos I already know that will happen for Vlogmas, but I need to start working on Vlogmas a little bit.
I haven't recorded a video since the last swap box I got in.
I'm still waiting on all boxes for Witch 3, Golden Egg, and
You haven't gotten your Witch 3 yet?
mm-mm.
Do you know who it's coming from? Neither.
But it was pushed off a month, remember?
Yeah.
Who knows? I may not end up with one.
It's probably coming from the Mickey Bunch. She's been I don't know too much detail, but I know that she moved from Florida back to Arizona, so she's been super, super busy.
I mean, I get that.
And that's all I really know is that she moved back from Florida to Arizona.
I know a lot of people haven't mailed their box yet.
I know Nick hasn't, unless he has since the last time I talked to him, which is like last week.
I think a lot of people just haven't mailed them yet, which I think a lot of people were really excited that she was pushing it off a month.
Probably. I've had mine out for a long time.
I have too.
Although I don't know that, because I sent mine to Nick. I don't know. He hasn't messaged me, so he may not have opened it yet.
He may be waiting till he sends his out. I know a lot of people do.
Yeah, maybe.
Randy says, gotta hop off and go send an order at work. Enjoyed it. Have a great Tuesday and get better soon, to Christy.
Thanks.
Thanks for hanging out with us this morning.
Or has Sammy sent hers out yet?
I don't know.
Maybe Sammy has you.
I don't know, but she sent out, I think she has, because she sent the little gift. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I just remember, like, oh, this is so pretty, but they don't have my size. They only have it in 20 and 24. I just remember they needed to push it out. She needed to push it out for somebody for personal reasons. And though she didn't say who, I just assumed that it was probably the Mickey Bunch, because she moved back from Florida to Texas to Arizona, and it probably took, a lot of time and energy, and she wasn't able to do the box right away, which makes complete sense.
Yeah, 100%. Nope. I know, like, if you look at the poll, a lot of people haven't sent.
Does it say who sent and who hasn't when you look at the poll?
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay, so Disney Mertz has sent. Who hasn't sent? Oh, this received. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, so the people that haven't sent are Wonderful World of Walter, Kaylin, Mickey Disney Loving Mama, Chrissy, Susan, Taylor, and the Mickey Bunch.
Yeah, I don't know who has me.
I don't either, but one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it also could be Christy, because I know that she had to postpone some of her, like she had to ask some people to postpone their swaps. I don't know the exact reasons for that, but I do know she did at some point.
Then I don't know who has me for golden egg.
Have you gotten that one? I guess not.
I haven't gotten any. I haven't gotten any of the boxes for upcoming swaps.
I already sent that one out too.
I know. I just sent mine too.
I know. Did they do a poll on that one?
I don't know.
Yes, they did. 4 have sent, 2 have received. Sammy, you, Jesse, Britt, and Melissa. And received, 4 have received.
There's been 6 who have sent. Melissa, Britt, Jessica, me, you, and Sammy.
Who else in there?
A lot.
Yeah, there are a lot. I don't know if Michael's opened my golden egg box because I haven't heard from him either. But I know he got it because they posted in there that they got it. Last page of dresses. So many cute dresses. This one too.
I got this in the mail, like I think a week or 2 ago. My 10-pound charm for Weight Watchers.
Oh, nice.
The next charm, I think, is 25, which I'm very close to. Shopping with Christy.
That is what I'm doing right now.
So do you have any meetings or anything today that you have to worry about? Or
I have a meeting at 10 o'clock.
Well, we'll be off before then.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm probably going to end the stream at 9 again because I'm going to go do laundry today.
You're going to do what today?
Laundry.
Ah. All right. I've got a cart for my deodorant. My Ulta cart is ready.
I used my nail file to pop open the keychain so I could put my little charm on there. Okay, so people had to have been saving for that, like, since they made the announcement at D23. Some people I've seen, like, on YouTube are like, we've went on the first and second voyage on the Scholastic Star Cruiser, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I mean, some definitely were saving, but I guarantee you the first cruise that they went on was probably sponsored by Disney.
the only sponsored ones were the media preview one. I mean, I could be wrong, but
I mean, yeah. I mean, we don't know really. I do know. That the media one was sponsored. I must have forgotten my password. I'll try that. There we go.
Sephora's running a sale.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. A lot of this, I guess it was like additional 30% off on the Sephora branded items plus free shipping. A lot of it's already gone.
Oh wait, I can do that better. You know what that's from?
What?
TikTok. Hold on. Probably find it easier on my Instagram.
I'm trying to, because I've got like several collabs coming up, and I'm trying to decide what to do for them.
You have several collabs coming up.
Mm-hmm. I've got, I mean, and coming up like end of April, it's the Halloween one. There's one of your makeup things, Christy, is the Halloween look.
A Halloween look?
Yep. And then I've got Christmas in July, the 2-day collab there. And then the Harry Potter one. And then the Watermelon Day. And then I think that's it.
This one.
Wait, I can do that better. What if it's like...
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Wait, I can do that better. What if it's like...
I like that. Good job.
Did you see? So the look I did the night that no one was on was this one.
I'm sorry. I wasn't feeling good.
That's okay. I get it.
Everything I got working for me, so eat that, peep that. I'm the one to beat that. I'm the one to beat that. Bet you're gonna feel
Looks good. But no, like I felt really bad that I wasn't on with you. But like I'm like, I just don't.
If you feel bad, don't feel bad.
But you know,
I did this look the other day.
and they always manage to ruin special occasions. What am I going to do with him? He'd make a very handsome throw rug. Zazu. And just think, whenever he gets dirty, you can take him out and beat it. There's one in every family.
And then I did this the same day too.
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh my gosh.
I like this one better though.
That's me. That's me.
Obviously, I'm not sexy with green all over my face. That's why that one's so funny. My son's like, your videos are so cringy. Like, I hope your friends start to follow me.
Well, we're going on about 10 minutes until 9. So, Christy, anything new, exciting that you want to share before we start wrapping this whole deal up?
Not at all. I don't have any new videos. The only video that I had, like the video that posted on Monday, was a video from 2018 that I just had out there. So no, nothing at all.
All right. Well, we have videos that go up Tuesdays, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but tomorrow will be a bonus video. It will be kind of a look at my coffee bar. And I'll talk a little bit about that and why I decided to do a coffee bar at home and that kind of thing. So, well, I think we'll just go ahead and end it here. Thank you for everyone that's come hang out with us. Just a reminder that because Christy does not feel good and we will be skipping Travel Talk this week, we are moving it to next Tuesday so that Christy can rest and feel better. And there's also no magical makeup this week, right?
Probably not. Not if I feel like this on Thursday.
So be watching on Instagram, and I will post either way on the community, on my community tab, so that you all know whether or not we are going to be live on her channel. So thank you everyone for hanging out. We will see you in another live stream or video.